Janindra, and hey everyone, welcome to a new Jainism video. Yes, finally. I'm finally making another Jainism video. It's happening. So today I just wanted to answer some frequently asked questions about Paryushan because today is Paryushan. Paryushan's going on right now. Right now. So I figured it was the perfect time to answer some questions that have been asked over the years about Paryushan. Content warning before any of this starts. This video does discuss religious fasting. If you are struggling with an eating disorder, please click away from this video. Your life is more important than this video. Please take care of yourselves. And also, before this video starts, some of you seem to have a slight misconception that I know everything there is to know about Jainism. I do not. I know that I am one of the few English resources people have about Jainism, but please do your own research. Look at the comments of my videos. There are plenty of people correcting me where I'm wrong or offering their own perspective. These videos are my perspective and my perspective only, and I don't want you to think that these videos are the be-all and end-all of Jainism or anything of the sort. And also, please feel free to leave your comments down below if you feel like I have gotten something wrong, or you just want to offer up your own perspective. I know that's really helpful for others who are learning about Jainism and don't have access to the resources that some of us have. Also, I don't do a lot of reading about Jainism. I do a lot of reading about a lot of other things, but a lot of my information is through the Pachala I grew up with, and my parents and my upbringing. Not a lot of it is based on things that have been written down, so I don't have a works cited or a resource guide for you yet. However, if you're a patron, I'm working on it, I promise. But yeah, I don't have all of the resources. A lot of my answers come from just my own brain and my own memories. So yes, please do your own research. Listen to other people. I am not the only person talking about this, I promise. With that out of the way, let's get started. Let's answer some questions about Paryushan. So the first question is, of course, what is Paryushan? Paryushan is an 8-day high holiday for Jains. Typically during this time, Jains practice stricter dietary restrictions and fast in addition to performing specific prayer rituals, such as pratikaman and puja and all sorts of things. Second question, why can't Jains eat X, Y, or Z? Why can't Jains eat it? I actually get this question a lot in terms of why Jains can't eat potatoes, onions, and garlic, which many Jains practice throughout the year. According to Jain texts, eating root vegetables, or vegetables that grow underground, is less good than eating vegetables that grow above ground because there is more life underground in the soil and things like that than above ground. I don't know if there is science to back up this claim, but one guru explained to me why Jains don't eat potatoes in a far more satisfying way to me. So if you leave a potato alone long enough, it'll start to grow its own plant, which means there's still life to be created out of a potato, whereas that doesn't really happen when you're eating nuts. I also get this question during Paryushan when I'm drinking boiled water. No, it's not hot. It's just been boiled in the morning. But this also has to do with other life forms. There's so much life in water, and boiling it beforehand purifies the water and makes it so that there isn't life in it. Again, I don't know if there is science to back this up, but this is the logic of Jainism, and that's what I'm here to talk about. So the third question I get asked a lot is, what kind of fasting do you do? So there are a million kinds of fasts in Jainism, but the three basic ones are Upvas, Ekashnu, and Beashnu. So Upvas is when you don't eat at all during the day, Ekashnu is when you eat once during the day, and Beashnu is when you eat twice during the day. There are various words for when you do Upvas multiple days in a row, or when you alternate between the different kinds of fasts. But the most common one during Paryushan is Atai, where you do Upvas for all 8 days of Paryushan. That means 8 days of no eating, only drinking boiled water, and only drinking it during the daytime. And no, I have never done it. It terrifies me. Another question I get a lot is, isn't this starving yourself? No, it is not. However, I urge you to stay far, far away from the practice of fasting if you are struggling with an eating disorder or have other health conditions that are affected by your diet. You're not any less Jain for eating more than twice a day, or eating potatoes if you have to, or drinking water after sunset. You're not any less Jain for doing those things. Take care of yourself first and listen to your body while you're fasting. It's not worth it if you are hurting yourself. I have never been able to do more than 2 upvases in a row, and that was also when I didn't have school or work and it was summer vacation and all I was doing was sitting at home. Please take care of yourselves. I beg of you. More than anything, that's what matters. So, what do you actually eat during Paryushan? Indian food is the short answer that I give to acquaintances and people who don't want me to delve deep into the various dietary restrictions and the specific kinds of food you make. However, since this is a video and I get to talk for as long as I want, I'm gonna go into it a little bit. The long answer for me personally is some milk products, lentils like dal, unyeasted breads like roti, or rotli as I say because I'm a good Jew. There's a lot of like using wheat in ways that you don't usually use wheat, like making gattanu shak or besan, which are like, it's almost like using dough to be a vegetable, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Someone else in the comments, please explain besan to people. I can't do it. It's too difficult. It's really good though. It's really good. Paryushan food is like the bomb. It tastes so good. My family eats tomatoes, which some people don't do, so like I love some paneer makhani during Paryushan. It's so good. Oh, a lot of chole, which is made of chickpeas. Yeah, there's a lot you can do. There's a lot you can fry, which is great. Typically, however, we can only eat food that's made the day of, but I tend to eat Vasi food because it's the 21st century and refrigeration exists. Vasi food is food that's not made fresh, it's made beforehand. Yeah, refrigeration exists. Like, I personally think it's okay to eat Vasi food as long as it's, you know, not like growing mold. I do try to eat food made the day of if I can, but if I can't, you know, I'm not gonna beat myself up over it. Another question I get a lot is, how do I find food to eat? If, like me, you hate cooking, it may be difficult to find Paryushan-friendly meals, even in a city like the one I live in, New York. There are so many Indians and so many Jains around, but very few places cater to Jain food because it's really hard to make. This is where I shout out Paryushan Meals, which is an organization created by a family friend to give out free Jain meals during Paryushan. It's only during Paryushan, but it is so good. If you're in one of the cities listed on the website, I highly recommend you see if they are serving food near you. The food is 100% Jain and it is made the morning of, so it's not Vasi, it's fresh, it's really, really good. So that's how I find food to eat, which is super convenient. They typically serve the food during my lunch break at work, and I can just run and pick up the food for my lunch and dinner. If I'm not fasting that day, I do breakfast with basically a glass of milk, and like cereal's also fine to eat, or I do cereal during Paryushan. Other things you can do is get really creative and give yourself some leeway. I have a cousin who does a lot of mac and cheese during Paryushan, and a lot of Jain nachos. There's actually a really great YouTube channel of Jain cooking that I can link in the description and in the card. They provide so many recipes that are Jain friendly and also really good. So yeah, if you like to cook, unlike me, that's a really great option for you. And the final question that I'm going to answer today is, can you eat at night? And this is a loud and resounding no. This is a common misconception because Muslims during Ramadan are able to eat at night. However, Jains are kind of the opposite in that we're only allowed to eat or consume anything during the daytime. And that time period is called Jovyar, after sunrise and before sunset. The explanation for this comes from the fact that once upon a time, it wasn't the 21st century, and electricity didn't exist, and you would have to eat in the dark if you were eating after sunset, and you wouldn't be able to see what you were eating, and this could mean potentially eating organisms that got in your food, and obviously, Paryushan is all about not killing things. Most of Jainism is about not killing or harming things, so it just wouldn't be viable to eat after sunset. Yeah, this is probably going to be the only video I make during Paryushan, so Michami Dukram. If I have hurt you in any way, shape, or form, I sincerely apologize and I hope I can make amends, which is what Paryushan is all about. If you would like to see my other videos about Paryushan, and specifically about the phrase Michami Dukram, you can check out the playlist I'll have linked down below and in the card. And yeah, have a great Paryushan. Good luck to you if you're fasting. I hope it goes well for you, and if not, that's fine too. So that is it for this video. If you have any other questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below, and I will try to get to them in another video. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Bye! Special thanks to John E. Norum, Jay Patel, Untapped Inkwell, and Carl Raymond for their support. If you would like to support my video work, head on over to my Patreon and check out the perks.